Right, so last episode I said I was gonna probably make one more tonight. And here I am. Last episode was a crazy episode. If you want to check that out, there's a playlist. I'll put it in the description if you want to check that out. But this is this has been one heck of a game, man. This one definitely just took the cake. Topped the cake. That's what I'm trying to say. It topped the cake. This was fantastic. Very, very, very amazing. How many times I'm gonna say that? I don't know, but I'm gonna say it. Welcome back to Hogwarts, guys. This is gonna be my last episode before, not the whole series, last episode before I call it quits for tonight. I've been recording pretty much all night, just back-to-back episodes, just getting things ready for next week. Since I work during the nights, I like to pre-record these, but whatnot. But welcome back. Hopefully this episode is going to be another banger. Man, I'm speechless, dude. I don't know what to say. I really don't. Alright. If you guys are enjoying this series, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Like, or all up to you. You don't have to. Subscribe and be much appreciated. You don't miss a future episode. So, you want to do that. Little bell too. I don't know. All up to you. Just trying to figure out what to say in these intros, to be honest. I'm just awkward. What am I doing? Okay, let's look at the next quest. In the shadow of the estate, meet Sebastian in Feldcroft. Alright, we get to see him in action now. This should be interesting.
You made it.
Hopefully dark arts.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Alright, we're learning a bit more of pieces of his backstory, I guess.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Alright. You just walk in?
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we
Wow.
haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Wow.
If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Now let's talk
That boy will fray my last nerve.
to his dad.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes. Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop.
Or
He thinks he can help
Uncle.
Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
I don't know why I said dad. Okay. Surely there's something. I'm so sorry.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced.
At least he's trying,
Some sort
man.
of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
Having hope is not a bad thing. I mean, I don't know why he can't see that. Could also be a bad thing, but...
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I feel like that's gonna bite me in the butt. Like, I'm gonna let Sebastian do what he wants because I want to learn dark arts. He seems like the person that will help us with that.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll try. I guess, but you know, it's
I'll do
worth
my
a
best.
shot to try
I
at
can
least,
promise to
right?
speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
All right. Well, let's talk to Sebastian. He's not gonna like what I have to say, probably. Oh well.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
I guess I've made up my mind to help him.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Switch to our spells just in case, you never know.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
So I feel like there could be actually a way. I mean, she was...
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's
Oh, look at that.
It's an honor to be a part of it.
Okay. Easy peasy.
Descender. Glaciers. Confringo.
Haha.
You've made your last mistake.
Have I though? I don't think I have.
Ah, you see, how nice of you to stop by.
Dude, goblins are nothing.
I won't rest.
That combination is so good.
I confess.
So
that
good.
was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Make sure the volume is not too loud. It probably has been. I do apologize. Should be better now.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
Okay. We got something over here. So the type of magic that she probably uses obviously is dark
Whose
arts.
home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Oh yeah, there's a few things in here.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
We're not even in here. How do you know? Huh. Looks to me it's intentional. Walks in the room.
This well looks familiar. Revelio. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Oh my god.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much,
Wow.
isn't it, when you put it like that?
Okay, you don't trust me.
The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Alright, sorry for the cut there. I just started coughing outrageously for some reason. Something went down the wrong pipe. Okay. Wait, what do we got? Oh, we just gotta search the clues. Dude, this is crazy. This is the well that little girl was at. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, we got something here.
Descendo.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Depulso.
There we go.
Huh, a stairwell.
Ooh, dark and mysterious. Let's go ahead and change that. There we go.
Lumos.
Ooh.
Stairwell.
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn
Revelio.
about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos.
Ooh. I traveled here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. It's as though the magic wants to heal, and I am the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope? Will I forever regret not having done more? I cannot look into the eyes, knowing that I could lessen the burden of heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today. The one who has reminded me of my father. Alright.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Explore the cellar. Dude, what is all... Interesting. And we can't use... Ooh, that damaged me? Ooh. What is that stuff?
Revelio.
Alright, oh, we got something here. It is my second week in this camp. More arrive each day. The Muggle doctors and even some of our own healers are doing all that they can for them. The grief is palpable. The ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. Fever may pass, the skin may mend and scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man, much like my father, who had lost a child, couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some shred of relief. I'm beginning to think that the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. Seems as arbitrary not to help as them, or them as it would be to rid them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Revelio.
Alright. Gonna go back up. Nope. We still gotta explore the cellar. I didn't see anything else. Am I missing something? Fringo. You just knock it over with a spell. Should have thought that.
Revelio.
Ooh.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Can we walk through? The Undercroft.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
The Undercroft. Oh man. Alright. Things are gonna get a little bit interesting here.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
It's all connected. It's an arrow.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
I know nothing that is on this page. Not even a single thing. I don't...
Anything helpful in the
No.
note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
All right. In the shadow of the East State. A full circle, dude. It led us here. The room that Sebastian showed us. This is crazy.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Okay. Interesting. We got 2 new class, the astronomy class and the high keep. Wingardium Leviosa required level. All right. So we're going to check out the astronomy class next episode. But before we go, we're going to go talk to Sirona. Sent me an owl requesting I'll meet her at the earliest convenience. I should find out what she needs. Or I could do this one. Or that one. Or any of these. We'll go check out this. Let's go meet Sirona. See what she has to offer. Has to do with our animal den that we did last episode. So let's check that out, see what happens, see what she wants, and whatnot. Here, see what Sirona wants.
I wonder where they go.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband, Aidan, was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me. And to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
All right, of course. All right, let's go speak to Dorothy. She is just up here.
Bottle.
She said Hogsfield, that's right, not Hogsmeade. All right. Oh,
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
I've seen her before.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aiden used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aiden died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aiden took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
Find and enter the cavern. Okay. What's inside this cavern? Guess we'll find out.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Horklump Hollow. Oh boy.
Gave the hawk lumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find... Better have a look around. See about the hawk lumps and the box of letters.
Confringo!
That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Okay. So we need to collect 5 letters in the letter box. Ooh.
Revelio.
Okay, so the letters are a little bit deeper in.
Confringo!
Horklump juice. Alright, geez, how far is this?
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Descender. Glacius. Defender. Protego.
Stupid one.
Got it.
Confringo. Descender. Glacius.
Oh, I deserve that.
Confringo, Descendo, Glacius, Defender.
Oh, you teleporting now, bro?
Confringo, Descendo, Glacius.
This thing is level 25.
Protego. Glacius, Defender. Descendo, Confringo. Confringo, Glacius, Defender.
Oh,
Descendo, Glacius, Protego. Confringo.
easy, bro.
One less foul hulking brute.
I've gotten better, haven't I? I'm still trash. I just got lucky there. No, you just gotta pay attention. Take it patiently. Learn your combos. You'll do good. Okay. Let's look for these letter boxes. Or letters, I mean. Okay. I'm not gonna read all that.
This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to
There we
Sirona.
go.
I think that's everything.
That's her business. I don't feel like reading that. You want to pause it? Sometimes I'll read, sometimes I won't. And that's one of them. I'm not gonna read all that. What do we got down here? Ooh, we got some wolves. Nope. See ya. No need to fight. Pop some balloons while I'm at it. Why not? Where's the other balloons? Oh well. Oh, Sirona. Got your letters.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
All right, cool. Leveled up. Got a new telepoint. That is going to be another episode down. All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap things up for another episode. This one was a little bit of an interesting one. Threw a little side quest in there, but a bit of an interesting one. You guys want to see more of this? There's a playlist. Go check those out. You want to show some support by hitting the like button, be much appreciated. Subscribe so you don't miss a future episode. Next episode, we're going to check out the astronomy class. I think that's going to be interesting. Because I find that interesting in real life, so I'm excited to go to the astronomy class. So guys, if you're excited, like I said, stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you there. Peace out.